In this example, we will model a simple door hinge, as we can see here. And in the assembly, we're going to assign a joint with limitations. Okay, so this will be a revolute joint, and it's only limited to these motions that we see here. If you'd like to model this yourself, I've created a drawing here. So please refer to this, and you can model up the pin and also the sheet metal part and then form the assembly. Aside from that, I will continue and have a go at this myself. So let's jump into a new design. And let's hit C on the keyboard, create sketch. Let's go on the XY plane. Hit R on the keyboard, rectangle. We'll start at the origin. We'll give this a width as per the drawing, 40 mil. Press tab on the keyboard, height 100. Okay. And we're just going to hit E on the keyboard. And let's extrude this by the thickness 1.5 mil. Press enter. Okay, looking good. Let's get those fillets in there then. Let's press F on the keyboard and just going to drag select to capture that edge there. And also this one here. And that's got a rad of 5 mil. Press OK. Next up, let's put in these countersunk holes. Let's C on the keyboard, select this face. And we're going to input some points. Let's come into the creation tools, points. I'm just going to roughly place these, something like that. And then I'm going to hit the vertical constraint, apply it between these two, and apply the same vertical between these two. And then we can go ahead and start dimensioning this up. So this point from this vertical line here is 20 mil. And this point from this vertical is 10 mil. This point from this line here, we've got 12 mil. Then we've got 36 from this point to this point. Then we've got 65 from this one to this one. And last, we've got 88 from this point to this line here. 88. Let's finish the sketch there then. These are our 4 points, fully constrained. Let's go on the hole command and we'll select these 4 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And in terms of the extents, we want that to be all hole type. Let's go for countersunk. And it's simple, there's no threads. So as per the drawing, we've got 4 holes, diameter 8 on the countersunk by 90 degree. And then the through hole is 5 mil. Okay, so all these figures are correct. Let's press OK. Looking good, and now let's get the housing in for the pin. So I'm going to hit C on the keyboard. Let's do a sketch on this plane here. And I'm just going to sketch this in the environment. So let's go for circle and let's draw in. So we've got a radius of 5 on the outside, so 10. Hit circle again, so from the center point. And we've got a diameter of 6 there. We've then got a cutout. So I'm going to use the line tool here. I'm going to draw in 2 lines, 1, 2. Let's use the dimension tool. We can dimension between those. That's got a distance of 1.5. Then we can also see that from the center point to this line here, we've got a dimension of 0.5 mil. And we've also got a fillet between this line and this line. And to do this, I'm going to hit C on the keyboard. I'm going to draw in a circle. So it's got a rad of 1, diameter 2. Okay, so the fillet will sit something like that. Let's use the tangent tool. Let's go circle to circle and circle to line. We've got that nice fillet in there. Let's start to position this then. So we know that this line here is collinear with this one. So we can apply that as a constraint. Go collinear constraint, this one to this one. And also let's choose the coincident constraint, this point to this one. And then all we need to do is to join up from the origin to this line here. Okay, make sure that line, we've got a complete profile there. Let's finish that sketch. Let's hit E on the keyboard and select the profiles we need. So we need this one. I'm going to choose this one, and this one as well. Just have a look at a preview of that. If we drag that out. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and we've got a distance there of about 25 mil, so minus 25 in this direction. Okay, that's looking nice. Now I want to pattern this over, okay, instead of drawing it again. So I'm actually going to make this a new body. So I'm going to edit that feature and going to make this instead of a join, going to go new body, press OK. Make sure in our bodies folder, hit the drop down. We've got our first body and second one, that's correct. So let's go into the creation tools. Let's go on pattern, rectangular pattern. And we're going to select the body, in this case, this one here. And the axis, we'll choose this line here and bring this across. We only need a quantity, so we need 2 instances. And in terms of the distance, so as per the drawing, we want to go 25 plus 25. Let's do 50. Press OK. And there we go. There we have our sheet metal part. That's looking nice. Make sure we save that part. So let's call it sheet metal part. Okay, save that in the right location. Save. Okay, let's start a new design and model up the pin. Go on new design. Let's create sketch, and we're going to do this on the XZ plane. Start with C on the keyboard, circle, start the origin, and for this we'll do the inner diameter, so that's 6 mil. Okay, then hit E on the keyboard, and we'll extrude that by a distance of, so we've got 100 up until the head. Press OK. Then over here, let's press C on the keyboard, sketch on this plane, hit C again, circle, do the outer diameter of the head, which is 10 mil. It's OK. E on the keyboard, extrude, and I want to select this profile and also this one. Distance here is, as per the drawing, 2 mil. Okay, let's go on the home view. That's our pin. Let's now save that part. And we'll just call this pin. I'll call it pin tutorial. Save. So now we've drawn up our sheet metal part and our pin. Okay, so we have 1 of these in the assembly and 2 of these. Let's go ahead now and make the assembly. Let's go on a new design. And let's come into our data panel. And under our project, if you find the according parts here, so we've got the sheet metal part and pin tutorial. Right click, insert into current design. You're quite happy with that. Going to leave that there. I'm going to insert another one. So right click, insert. And I'm going to slightly move this one over here. And let's rotate that 180 as well. Like so. Okay. And let's also get the pin in there. So right click, insert into current design. Yeah, happy with the orientation of that. Let's leave that there. Okay. Let's go ahead now and add in some joints. So let's put the pin in place first. Let's go J on the keyboard and we'll hover over the circle here and we'll see it selects this joint here. Select this point here. That's correct. And we want that to be corresponding with this point here. So left click there once. So okay. Preview looks good. And now we just need to place this sheet metal part. Let's go J on the keyboard again. And in this case, well, many to choose from, but let's go this point here. And we'll join that to this join here. Okay, that's nice. Under motion, so we don't want this to be a rigid joint. We'd rather have it as a revolute joint. However, that's not exactly the type of revolution that we want. So in this case, we're going to input some limits. So this will take some playing around with, but let's put it in a minimum and a maximum. And I'm going to do this manually using the pointers here. Okay, so if we bring this around like so, and let's just see how that comes out there. Okay, that's looking pretty good to me. So I've got 150 on the minimum, 30 on the max. Have a look at that again. Okay, and feel free to change those how you like, but I'm going to leave those as they are for the time being. Let's go back to the home view, exit out of the data panel, and let's go ahead and apply some appearances then. Let's make this look pretty. Let's press A on the keyboard, and for these sheet metal parts, I'm going to come under metal, and I'm going to choose a brass. Let's go for a polished brass. Make sure that we're under bodies at the top and not faces. So polished brass, I'm going to go for this face here, and this face here. And then for the pin, I'm just simply going to go on, let's go for a paint, glossy and black. That body there, press close, back to the home view. And let's just have a look at that joint one more time. Motion, preview. Yeah, that's looking nice. Okay, and then we'll finish up there. Just going to tidy up this by coming under the object visibility, turning off the joints. There we have our complete part. Yep, I hope you were able to follow along okay. And again, if you did that yourself, big well done. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next lecture.